Welcome to Lexington, where the sun shines bright literally and figuratively on their old Kentucky home, and the Big Blue Nation ready to get behind these Wildcats in this one. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Louisville Cardinals, taking on a team from the SEC, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Kentucky ready to go toe meets leather and start this game. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So the Louisville Cardinals offense will get the first possession of the game. It's a basketball state. There's no question about that. But when they square off for the Governor's Cup, oh, football is big time.
Oh, it's so beautiful, too. And usually interconference rivalry game, too. It means a lot to these fans, and the bragging rights are rich.
Yeah, you're right, guys. It's not just horse racing in the Commonwealth of Kentucky. They play a big-time football game here as well. I've actually called this game before. These fans get hyped.
He maybe gets a yard. They'll mark him at the 29. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? But if you're not careful, you might find out a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, Dave.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes.
Going deep. Picked off. Taking it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
I know this defense statistically hasn't been one of the best against the pass this year, but they have had some guys banged up. They believe they've got difference makers on the back end and just need to make more plays. That DB right there is one of those guys, and he does it here on the opening drive, getting a huge interception.
Pulls and fires complete. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Red pass, it's complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Ineligible receiver, downfield, offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After the setback, the offense gets set for a 1st and 15. Hand off from the shotgun. They get him stopped at the 26, but not before he picks up 5 yards. Wildcats pulled out a thriller the last time these two met.
They were so happy after that win because they dug down deep and made the plays late in the game that they needed to make in order to win.
Yeah, and the Governor's Cup, it seems like it's always a fun game. There's always some kind of twist and turns to it, but Kentucky definitely executed and took care of business against Louisville last time.
Kentucky now operating in the red zone. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Gets it out quickly. Touchdown, Wildcats! What a catch and run for 6. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum is always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
These two first met in 1912, and both have a rich history of stars. Johnny Unitas, Lamar Jackson from Louisville, Bear Bryant, and Tim Couch at Kentucky through the years. The rivalry is a great one, fellas.
That's a great list of people to think about in this rivalry. Obviously, it runs deep, and the uniforms are solid, right? Like bright red, blue on the other side, just a nice color clash.
Yeah, visually and optically, you're right. This is a very good-looking rivalry game, but it's also good on the field. There's a lot of talent assembled here today.
Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. And the Cardinals getting set on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Going to try to get it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something to go back.
Oh, the ball squirts out. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? The Cardinals look to keep this drive humming. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Holds and fires complete to the right. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get the ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
Caught in the backfield, it's Wood. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a rhythm.
Got his man quickly. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. He'll take that completion.
Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. All wideouts, no backs. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business. They're backed up 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. They'll try the run. At the 15, he's loose. He got a bunch of little close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
Man, it's nice when you can buy some space coming out of your own end zone with a nice productive run.
Snap the ball, thinking about make sure we don't get a safety, and now all of a sudden you've got a drive starter. Use the play fake, now to throw. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Kentucky has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Looking to move it through the air. He looks that one in nicely.
I really like the slot receiver. I understand he's not the biggest guy in the world, but he just runs really good routes, and he's always under control. He can run option routes. He can run double moves. He does a great job cutting, and he's dangerous after the catch. Nice weapon to have working the middle of the field.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Downfield. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Second down coming up. Out of the gun to give to the back. Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
He'll take a shot. Fires into traffic. Picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You know, you play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
And those slot receivers nowadays, they're little water balls, man. You can play touch football in an elevator to lose to these guys because they're so quick and so dynamic. Get open and catch the football.
Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn that field. We saw that right there.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Not the most productive pass for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The give to the tailback. Worked his way to the 38 before they stopped him. It's a 5-yard gain, and that'll be a first down. And the Cardinals come to the line with a new set of downs. Motion from the offense. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Quarterback checking the play. Wants to throw on first down. A shot toward the end zone. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Cardinals. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety, you get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together, great job executing, great job getting a touchdown.
After that latest answer tied things up. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page. You're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it. Move on. Play the next play.
They'll throw it on first down. Got the quick pass. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Listen, defense is about energy. It's about passion. It's about physicality. They need a little bit more of that. Get the guy in the ground. You can't let guys break tackles. What could have been set up in a long yardage situation, now it becomes an easier shoot.
And it's picked off. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Louisville has it back, and the offense coming out ready to attack. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop, and now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. They'll try to get it through the air. He lost one down the sideline. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on fourth down. He makes the connection. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
He's looking to throw it. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. On second down, he'll let it fly. He's going to fire deep. Makes the catch at the 20. Touchdown, Louisville! And once he got loose, it was all over. He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. So a drive there of 82 yards, and they cover the final 54 yards with the explosive play in the passing game for 6. They got the late touchdown on the board now. defense can keep them from answering. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Offense gets set for second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Catch in the middle, it's Baker. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. It's caught. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. And the Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. Just a little off. Incomplete.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Grabbed over the middle. It's Ashmore. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. It's first down from the 11. He's going to pass. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, all the tradition and bad blood between these programs, it's all kind of come to a boil today in a spirited first half in the fight for the Governor's Cup. The passing game for both sides has been outstanding. On point, unrelenting. They've excelled in the short game, the intermediate game, and especially on the deep ball. All in all, a thrilling display of offensive firepower, and these defenses have a lot to discuss here at halftime. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this fight between Louisville and Kentucky plays out.
The Cardinals will line up to kick off and start the second half. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step one is taking care of it.
It just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
Give to the running back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
Turnover margin always goes such a long way in deciding who wins the football game. Interception number 3, that is no bueno. Got to take care of the football. Can't keep putting your defense in a bad position, putting them on the field time and time again.
And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24, first down. He wants to throw. Looking for his man. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. They didn't give him much of a chance. Even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16. Line gets set, first down. Looking to move it through the air. Out of the backfield, he's open. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. From the shotgun, the inside give. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Use the play fake, now to throw. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Got open on the post and then had no regard for his body in making that catch.
Exactly right. You know you're going to get hit a lot of times coming over the middle of the field, but he runs that post, lays out, makes the play for his quarterback. That's a tough number.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
On target. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. They have a first down at the 41-yard line. Here's the handoff. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Breaks the tackle. Really nice, patient job to find some running room by this junior. The Wildcats will snap it on 1st and 10.
There's an example of the offense taking advantage of all the attention the defense is giving this outstanding running back. Remember, he's one of the best in the game. They're expecting him to get the football. So the quarterback says, you know what? I'll just keep it. No one's keying on me. I'm going to get upfield and find an explosive play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here we go. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Right back to the well. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Working that left side now. Touchdown, Wildcats! They take the lead with the 6. They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
Took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They'll leave it with him. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. It's complete on the right side. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit to the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. Off the play fake on first down. And the quarterback is snowed. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground. You can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile, that's why. so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
On second down, looking to throw. Setting up the screen.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football, distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
A third and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires one high and deep. And it is another interception. Just a terrible strike.
And that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover one. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
It's complete to the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Ineligible receiver, downfield, offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense set on first down. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Kentucky has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. First down to start the drive after the break. Power football with the run. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16.
And this is a pressing time for this defense. They've got to understand they're backed up a little bit. They're going to run the football. They don't want to make a mistake. So I think this is the time I'm a little bit more aggressive. I got to get this football back to my offense because I'm trailing. So I look at...
And the ball's out there after it. Oh, look what I found. The offense keeps it.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up. Just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Open space at the 25. Oh, it's on the ground. Live ball. Bounced right back to them. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of...
Just destroying his way through the field. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. The RPO, it's complete. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Quick release on the RPO. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
On second down, he'll fire. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Big play in the passing game there, and I like the receiver gearing down in the zone. Did a nice job finding the soft spot on defense between the defenders, giving the quarterback an easy target.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinal! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
job in the fourth quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
That last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Bounced off his feet.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands. Get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
To the ground to try to move the chains. Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a first down.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down. Understand the situation. Understand I got to get north and south. Get a first down. Get a new set of downs.
Trying to find his man on first down. Quick strike complete. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. Kentucky right back to the line.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing it.
They'll throw it on first down. Quickly complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. And it's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this program next year.
Yeah, you want to see him finish strong, and I think Coach needs to finish strong. All the negativity swirling around the program, obviously, you hear it. It's a part of it. The kids hear it, but finishing strong would kind of ease some of that. But Palmer, it's the body of work. Everything he did this season is going to be taken into account, and it's going to be tough, I think, for him to keep his job.
It's a combination of wins and losses this year, but it's also about who's out there. There's some good big-time candidates, some good coaches that could come in. We know they've got the money to spend. It just seems like they're going to make a change.
Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down. He's looking to throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Baker. They make the stop with the sweet pulling catches. Plenty to give him a first down. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Gets it out fast. That completion takes him down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Touchdown, Kentucky! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space in the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the fourth quarter.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. This is everything you could hope for in a rivalry game like this. Close game, waning moments, history waiting to be made, guys.
And it's...
He's got it down the left side. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Touchdown, Cardinals. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments and right before the half, in the fourth quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. These are the games. These are the moments. This is the opportunity for the finish that people remember in rivalries like this one.
And those highlights that are shown for years and years to come. These big-time moments, Palmer, coming down to the wire, who steps up and makes the big-time play.
And this is why you lift the weights in the offseason. This is why you do all the gassers and all the sprints. For moments like this, game on the line in one of the biggest games of the year.
Using the quick game, they immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Fires to the tight end. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Double time, hustling to the line. They spike it to stop the clock. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can. Now on second down.
3:25.
He's looking to throw. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Makes the grab. It's Ashmore. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining. Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Looking for the end zone. And they finally get it to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. Quickly gets everyone set. They spike it to stop the clock. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? He's looking to throw. He wants it all. Touchdown, Kentucky. And they've got the lead in the final minute.
And what a great job by this offense executing down the field, using all of the clock, being smart, getting the big score late, and I think that one should do it.
And he made the extra point without problem. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Makes the grab, gets the foot down, just precision execution on that big play. They cross midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Looking deep down the right side. They fought to the bitter end, and the final incompletion puts a wrap on it. There is nothing greater than a rivalry game unless you lose it. And in that case, there is nothing more miserable.
I agree, Reese. And that's why rivalry games are so great, because you take the stats, and you take the rankings, and you take the records, and you throw it all out the window. There's always tremendous effort and passion when we see these rivalry games. We certainly saw it today. David, for this losing team, this one's going to sting for a while.
It does, but it's so strange because I always feel the same way. I'm like, there's no chance that they have a chance to upset them. But then you go, It's a rivalry game. The vitriol, the hate, it's already there. And so it means so much in sports. Who's motivated for these games? So you do get up. It does become a good game, even when it's not a good game on paper.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, Dave Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.